Hey, it's Chris Widener, and today I want to talk to you about the people that you surround yourself with. Now, there's an old quote, I don't know if Jim Rohn said it, or Charlie Tremendous Jones said it, or who originally said it, but you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? And whether it's 5 people or 10 people or 3 people, it doesn't really matter. But the fact is that you become like the people you surround yourself with. You know, it's kind of funny. I always used to say that I like to be the least successful person in my circle of influence, right? Because that means that I'm hanging around with people who are making more money, doing bigger things, smarter than me, and that pulls me up. That made me better. It made me strive to become better. So what I want to challenge you to do is to really just look at the people you spend the most time with. Who do you spend the most time with? And you have to be ruthless about this. You really have to look at it, and not in a judgmental way, but with judgment. You have to say, okay, who is this person? Where are they going? What are they doing? How do they make how do they make me better? Is it a mutually beneficial relationship? Because if it's not, you're just carrying dead weight around, right? You want to surround yourself with people who are going to make you better. People who have something to offer you and you can offer them, and together you're going somewhere. Not necessarily that you have the same career as them or whatever, but I think about a number of guys that I call my best friends. One is a very successful real estate person, makes a lot of money, makes over $1 million a year doing real estate. Another one is the president of one of America's sports teams, biggest major league sports teams. And another one is a very successful politician and real estate developer. And these are guys that I have in my life, have for 20-something years. That's another thing you want with good relationships. You want good long-term relationships where you're going through this journey in life. Well, I'm not in real estate. I'm not running sports teams or whatever. I'm doing my career, right, which is speaking and writing and being a best-selling author and those kinds of things. But success has some transferable concepts, right? What makes you successful in different industries, there's some industry-specific stuff, but then there's some universal things. And when you find people that you can, spend your time with and have lunch with and go on vacations with and talk to on a regular basis, you're going to get energized. You're going to learn things. You're going to get challenged. So it's super important for us to surround ourselves with people who are very successful, because what that'll do is it'll help lift us up. So I always do this. Here's the mirror. Time to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you willing to surround yourself with the best kinds of people so you can become the person that you want to become, right? And if you're willing to do that and cut off some dead weight, and I don't mean go be a jerk and say, hey, I decided you're not good enough for me, you're out of my life. I don't mean that, but just readjusting who you're spending that most time with so that you can begin to learn and grow and be challenged and become the person that you want to be. If you're willing to do that and make that shift, I think you're going to see over the coming years some really amazing things happen in your life. So be ruthless about your relationships and surround yourself with the best kinds of people.